Hello, everyone. A huge welcome. This afternoon, I have a very special member who has joined us, Stef Love. Look, Stef has been part of our HMS membership from the beginning. She's also part of the CAFS Collective. So a huge welcome to you, Stef. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, not a problem.
So I asked Stef to come on to answer a couple of questions, have a quick chat about why she joined HMS. But before we get into that, Stef, can you tell us a little bit about how long you've been teaching PE, where you teach at the moment, and your role at the school?
So I've been teaching for 15 years now, I think. Currently, I am the head teacher of PDHPE at Sapphire Coast Anglican College down in Bega. Being a small school, we also have lots of different other roles that go along with those bigger ones. So lots of other little hats as well, but that's my main role.
Awesome. So Stef's very busy. She also teaches maths under her, another feather to her hat. But Stef, can we have a quick think about why you joined the HMS membership in the first place?
I joined it because I didn't really want to be alone in the process. We are the only independent school down here, and yes, there are two other PE teachers in my faculty. One has never had any stage 6 experience, and one is teaching their first HSC class this year. So I am by far more experienced than them, so I wanted help from outside. I didn't want to be on my island, as you say, by myself. I wanted to collaborate with you, but also other PE teachers that were in the same situation.
Yeah. And I think so many of us have been in that kind of position that we might be in a really small school or a really small faculty, or other people are doing, like you said, doing other things. And I think PE always attracts, teachers who are busy and good at doing their job, because they then become year coordinators and, sports coordinator and all the other hats that they have. Sometimes the core business, not saying at your school, but the core business becomes one of those things that they find really hard to actually set aside time for. Or like in your circumstance, you have, inexperienced teachers who can definitely take on the job, but obviously, look, you're the leader of it. You kind of want to take your own spin on it. So we've been going since the syllabus was kind of announced. So we probably launched the membership around August, based on you guys saying to me, Kell, what are you doing to support HMS? And I was like, okay, well, if our members, if our current community are asking that they want help, of course, I'm going to say, yeah, I can do that. Let's make it happen. So since then, what have you learnt, I suppose, about yourself or about working with other people?
So working with other people has made me more open to other ways of doing things. So I, before probably the first masterclass, I'd already had a look at it and had a scope and sequence mapped out. And at the time, I was quite happy with it. And then after the first masterclass, I was like, well, I'm open to more ideas, and I changed it pretty well straight away, just because I saw the other issues that other people did with the way that I had planned it. And I figured it would be much better with the input from others, for it to flow in the now way that I have it. So, yeah.
And look, as we've been saying since we started, and also last night we did our HMS third night of boot camp. So we had about 16 other PE teachers in there. And we were talking that this version that we come up with for next year, it's going to change, it's going to evolve. And that's okay, to not kind of start with what you think it's going to be. It will definitely change. And I love that you're open to other people's perspectives. You obviously have a very open door approach the way you teach. Lots of, not lots, but some teachers are very, not reluctant, but a bit nervous, I think, about asking other people for help. And I think, wave that white flag, something I didn't do for such a long time, is ask people for help and just get people's perspectives. One of my favorite quotes is, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. And I think, just being open to other people's interpretation of things and hearing different perspectives kind of shapes and molds, obviously, things that, that change. Okay, so what are you loving most about our Health and Movement Science membership?
I like that in the grand scheme of things, it's not a massive commitment. If you don't go to the master classes, you don't go to the master classes, and you can catch up on them later. I love that on the Facebook page, we can ask whatever we want to the whole community and not just you. If I do have a question to pose to you, I can go directly to you. Like it's easy, it's straightforward, and there is so much support there. And the resources that we get 3 times a term really help to build on our own understanding and to give us various options for what we actually want to do. So the mapping to what is already there is great because it could show us we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We've already got things that can cover that content. We just need to maybe modify it a little bit.
Yeah. And so with that in mind, in the classroom, or obviously with you're planning now for HMS, what sort of time has that saved you in preparation or planning or, setting out your assessment schedule? How has that impacted you, do you think?
Oh, it has saved. Probably over the course of this 12 months, I'm sure you will have saved me hundreds of hours at some point. I don't have to go and do the research myself. You're doing it, and then we're also sharing about it and figuring out what's going to work best for us in our classrooms. So much time has been saved. It's massive.
Yeah, and I think, look, that's our most valuable resource, hey? We are so always under the pump. I was saying to Stef just before we went live, in about 5 minutes, I need to jump off and I need to go and get our girls. They both do dancing and cheerleading on a Thursday night, 4 nights a week. Life is busy for busy teachers. If I can just take a couple of hours or add, those hours back to you guys, I feel like I've done my job. So if teachers are thinking about joining us, what advice would you give to them?
My advice would be just do it. Don't think about it. Be impulsive. Do it. You won't regret it. It took me a while to sign up for the CAFS collective. And once I did it, it was the best CAFS decision that I've made. So this is no different. You 100% will not regret it.
Well, that's good because Stef is one of our beautiful CAFS members. And look, I think, I have probably about a core teacher, about 20 to 30 teachers who I kind of go, I'm thinking that you might need this. Am I on the right track? And Stef's like, yep, Kell, love it. And I see that when, Stef might join us or, just having other people's ideas, but also a different perspective. And obviously, I think just resources. I think that's something I've learned over the last 18 months. Teachers just want resources they can literally pick up, maybe tweak a little bit and then go, I'm going to give that a go in the classroom. It might not work for me, but I'm going to kind of give it a go. So as Stef said, everything that I've done for CAFS, ramped it up, and we're going to be doing the same thing for HMS. So thank you so much, Stef, for jumping on. I really love having you in our memberships. I feel very valued that you have joined us. And look, we're not alone anymore. We're in it together. So I kind of feel like it's an extended PDHPE faculty to support you. So thanks so much, Stef, for being part of everything.
Not a problem. Thank you.
My pleasure.